Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off at the Clarendon Rec Center today, which is right in the middle of Richmond, the entire Richmond area, which is pretty close to done. I mean, the build out, I would say, and I'll show you why in a second when you get to take a look at the main areas. So we're going to fly over the little Richmond finger that I call it, or the little secret cove area first, as we typically do. You know that the area is not done when you see the porta potties in the front of the house, because that is for the workers. So you can see all of these houses, none of them have porta potties that we're flying over now. And then this area that we're about to go over and head to, there are a lot of porta potties in that area. So quite a few of these houses are still having interior stuff done, obviously. The yards are not done as well, but you can see that this entire area is, all the houses are up and etc. So this is a secret cove. This is out toward the west. 301 is in the background there. 301 and the Turnpike, that's where they intersect, and then you can see West DeLuna in your upper left hand corner. We're going to pan down and come around. It looks like there's a road that leads in from both sides there and then spins around the back of that secret cove, but there's a wall all the way around. So I don't think you're going to see any kind of build out on the other side. And I think it was a possibility that they were just using that as an in and out for equipment and things like that. So you can see a lot of this is finished. I think all these houses are finished, really. And then in the background there, you see the Brownwood Hotel and Spa in the circle. And then Brownwood Square is up in the middle, right where Megasin comes across as well. Top middle, kind of by that water tower there, the closest water tower. And now we're facing toward the east. You can see the massive side. This is the northern side of Richmond, and we're flying to the east now. There will be some retail. They're going to build retail up in that top left. You can see the storage units in the top left are pretty much done there. And you can also see the Brownwood golf cart bridge in the top left also. That is the northern bridge. If you follow this down to the southern side, you'll see the Water Lily golf cart bridge, which leads to, you guessed it, the Water Lily Rec Center, DeLuna, those areas. Lake Okahumpka in the background there. And St. John's, which we'll take a look at later. You'll be able to see where St. John's is in reference to this area. It's literally right across Megasin. Megasin is this road that's running here. Now this is the first entrance to Richmond, entrance number 1. There is another entrance that I'll point out here in a minute, which is just northeast of the Richmond pitch and putt. Quite a bit of traffic goes through here, golf cart traffic. There's a lot of golf carts all the time just because Brownwood is to the north. So you're getting all that traffic from like Hawkins area, as well as DeLuna can just hop on the cart path and come over the Turnpike north. I suspect some of that will slow down when you get the Okahumpka Rec Center up. And now they have live entertainment out at the Sawgrass Grove area, which I'm going to try and go to. I think they're doing a ribbon cutting, someone said, on the 22nd of this month, 6 to 9. So November 22nd, if you're watching this, 2022, by the way. They're doing a ribbon cutting out there that I'm going to try and get to film. This is the one area of Richmond that's not complete yet. You can see that. Just on the other side of the Okahumpka Rec Center. And it must be something about this area, just because the Okahumpka Rec Center is taking forever, it seems, to finish. Usually they pump things out pretty quickly, but for some reason that is something that is kind of dragging on. I don't know. Now we're turning south. You see the Water Lily Bridge there, and you see the Richmond Pitch and Putt. This is also entrance number 2, which you see the four entrance exits around the roundabout, one into St. John's, one into Richmond, and then the north and south side of Magasin as well. That Water Lily Bridge there leads right over into the Water Lily Rec Center, and then you have DeLuna, and then you can go into West DeLuna also. Something that I just noticed is that dust in the background there. Usually when you see all that, they're using a bulldozer, so that's kind of interesting. I never realized that. Not until I just watched it now. This is the Turnpike going across your screen left to right, and you have the pitch and putt there and more construction. And then you also have the this little walled in area, just a random house, somebody that didn't sell. If you've watched any of the other videos on this area, you would have seen it. Hopefully you're watching the video to check out your house being built. That's always exciting to see the progress of your house and the area. We are going to spin around and take a look at St. John's and fly over that as well, so if you're interested in that. But before that, we're going to go look at the Gator walkway, where you have not 1, not 2, but 3 bodies of water. So you have 2 of those retention ponds, and then you have a swamp. I call it a swamp, a marsh, if you want to use the safe word, politically correct word. It would be called the marsh, but you'll see it right coming up here. I don't think there's any way you're not going to see a gator in this water at some point, unless they're like doing everything they can to keep them out. I still think they're going to make their way in there somehow. Most of these areas have like little gators, 2-3 foot gators. They will snatch your dog up, so you have to be careful with that. And it has happened in the villages, but you can see the marshy area here and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's a beautiful walkway, a beautiful path. I would just be cognizant that there could be alligators in the area. And there's nothing, I mean, it's Florida, so it's kind of expected. Now as we turn, we're going to go back to the east, and we're going to check out St. Catherine here. You can see how massive the Richmond area is. And you also have that dog park kind of toward the back in the middle, so that'll be interesting. I think it's a dog park. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least a fenced-in area for dogs. But you can see this whole area. Lake Okahumpka is up there in the background. And then we're going to go take a look at St. John's here. So you can see the golf carts driving through. A lot of people being nosy, checking it out. I would too. Why not? They are starting to put some pools in now. Typically, a lot of the pools go in after, because the main construction happens, and then they put together a regular pool. And then you take a look at this house here. I don't, if you're looking at it positively, I mean, your whole property is walled off essentially from the outside world. And I mean, you're in one of the smack dab in the middle of the villages. And you didn't even have to pay extra. That's amazing to me. I don't know what it does for your property value. I'd be a little leery of that, but I mean, overall, I don't know. I think it's great. So this is the St. John's area. All of St. John's is pretty much complete, I believe. I haven't really been through here lately, but I have flown over it a couple times. And It looks great. It's right on the southern side of Lake Oklahoma here, and just north of the Florida Turnpike. I do think it'll be better once the Oklahoma Rec Center is built. You can see that down here, right in the middle of your screen. That's going to have a boardwalk where you walk out. And you can see that we're going to the north now, and you'll be able to see it closer up, but we're going to take a look at Buena Vista and how it's coming down over Highway 44. And again, the county, I believe Sumter County, is building this road, not the villages. So it's taking a little bit longer than it would typically take, but you can see it's coming in. This is also where some of the, well, not right here, but a little to the north is where some of the new retail is going in. This road here is Buena Vista. I don't know why they have a roundabout right there. Maybe they're going to build something coming off of that. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it. But I don't understand why they have a roundabout there. So if you know why, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. And then the last thing you're going to see here is going to be the Clarendon Rec Center. The Clarendon Rec Center looks pretty good. It's got that sand volleyball court for you, tennis courts, pickleball, all the bells and whistles that all the rec centers have. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a big slam on that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 4,500, or I think that's what we're going for. I don't know. It depends on when you watch the video, I guess. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.